Good afternoon, everybody. How y'all doing today?
Good.
All right. My name is Chyren Hayes, and I've been your instructor this afternoon. I have been an ADP employee for about 6 years, and I currently work in the Solution Center as a e-time heavy solution rep, where I work on one of the time and attendance applications. Okay, and so it will be from that experience that I draw from in my years also as a time saver NG solution representative to be able to offer you this topic that we're going to go over here today, time saver on demand, how to edit the time cards. Okay. Now I emailed everyone the agenda, what we're going to have, what the course is going to go like today. Did everyone get that and see what the agenda will be and have any questions about that?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Kyle?
No, I didn't.
So we got it.
Okay. Now, understanding the topic we have here today, time card editor, what's some of the things you think you might want to come away with in relation to your current job positions? I know some of you guys are solution representatives already and you work in the Solution Center doing time and attendance. Some of the things you think you might be able to use coming from them. Maybe you could take it as a relationship to a client, or maybe they want to transfer to another application, maybe. Now, Tracy, I know you work in enterprise time, right?
Exactly.
All right.
So taking out of this, if the client wants to, say, possibly know more about the other products that ADP has, I should be able to answer those questions a little bit more efficiently.
More efficiently, great. And that's at least what we want to do, to give you some insight on what time saver does, okay? Now, what we want to do is first, we have an outline here what we're going to go through. Our agenda today is we're going to do some introduction. Then we're going to actually go into accessing the time card editor. Then we're going to go into editing, and deleting some transactions. Then we're going to go and viewing some of those edits. And then we're going to conclude with a question and answer. And then we're going to have a group session, okay? And so as we go along, you'll be able to see that this is the flow of how things are going to go, all right? Now, has everyone logged into the home page of Time Saver? All right, and this would be your first screen you see right here, right?
You have to log in. You have to log in.
Okay, all right. If you can log in using this login super 2 user here and this password right here.
Is it case sensitive?
It is, yes it is.
Okay.
And when you get there, just look up. And how's the temperature in here? Is it nice and warm for you? Is it? It's okay.
Yes.
Comfortable? Great.
Yes.
All right. Now, if anyone needs to be excused for any reason, the restrooms are right outside the door, and you make a right and another right, and then they'll be the restrooms in. And we can just make sure everyone has their cell phones and pagers turned off, so we can kind of get through this operation.
And for the password, is that capital A, capital B, capital P?
That's right. Capital A, capital B, capital P, 2005, and actually small letters, TL.
And should they even type in manager or?
Manager. Great question. That would help. All right. Now, is everyone there?
Yes.
All right. Time saver on demand. Okay, today, from this lesson, you will be able to accomplish how to access the time card editor window. You will be able to edit, add, and delete transactions, to view edits made to the employee's time card, and then we're going to, again, review with some questions and then answers and conclude. All right. Now, there are various types of time and attendance application. Some of us may know there's eTime 1000. Then there's Time Saver NG, which is the client server version. Then there's the well-known enterprise eTime, which some of you guys work on. And then there's Time Saver on Demand. And we highlighted here that enterprise and Time Saver on Demand both have a URL login as they are hosted applications, while the other two are client-server applications where you log in with a user ID and a password. All right. Now, what exactly is Time Saver on Demand? Time Saver on Demand actually is a hosted web application that is still used like the client-server Time Saver NG, but it also still has the capabilities to track and manage employees' time. But actually, Time Saver on Demand is a database based application where it only uses Microsoft SQL. It still tracks security punches, it still generates overtime and payroll reports, and it stores detailed employee information. Okay? All right. Now, one of the questions we want to talk about here is the basic question. What are some of the reasons that we may want to edit an employee's time card? You know, from what you do right now, your line of work, what would you say is a reason, Corey, of why a person would want to edit an employee's time card?
Employee forgot the time punch out.
Employee forgot to punch out. What you think about that, Kenny?
True. Mispunch.
Mispunch. And you know what? I agree with that. He forgot to clock out. Maybe he forgot to clock out to go home. He forgot to clock out for lunch. Or maybe even the clock was just inoperable. He can't even clock out at all. All right. Any other reasons someone might think about that a person might need to edit an employee's time? Tracy?
Adding exception time.
Add time. I would agree with that. Maybe you want to change his time, right? Add, change his time. He came in 7:58, you want to give it 8 o'clock. Or vice versa. Sometimes people do that, right? Call into the help desk, right? Okay. Now, there's one other reason why you might want to change an employee's time. Make what we call make an edit to the time card.
Delete a punch?
Delete a punch. Delete a punch. That would be a reason. That would be a reason. One last one that we can talk about is we want to add a pay code. That's another reason to edit. That's an edit just the same. Just like delete is an edit. And we actually should include that here, but that is exactly a good point, Kenyon. But adding a pay code is another reason to edit a person's time for vacation time, bereavement, or personal time, okay? Now, at this point, you all should be on the same screen that I'm on right here, on the main screen of the Time Saver screen, right? Okay. Now, from the main screen of Time Saver, we see here that from the employee management tool, that the time card editor window option is here, right? Okay, and this is where we're going to go at. Now, also you want to know here that on this main screen, no matter which screen you may go on, you can always come back to this main screen by hitting, well, once you go to the next screen, there'll be a home button, okay? So, let's hit time card editor, all right? Now, when you hit time card editor, what you're going to see on your screen right now, is everyone there? All right. Once you hit time card editor, it's going to be a box that comes out right here. Now, this box is the search screen box. It allows you to either put in criteria for either multiple employees or either individual employees. Let's say, for example, you want everyone whose name, whose last name start with an A. You can put an A right there, and then everyone whose last name A would show up. You can also specifically put in the employee's ID and put in specifically his badge number. So any criteria you put here, you put that there, and at the bottom you hit search. All right. Now, once you hit search, you're going to get a list of those results are going to come up. And once the list of those results come up, you're going to click go to time card editor. So right now, I'd like you to pick where it says last name, put the letter A right there. And then just hit search. Everyone's there? All right. And what you see, you're going to see a list of results that match that criteria, right? And so at the bottom of the screen there, click Go to Time Card Editor. Okay. Now, one thing I also want to remind you is that now you should see a screen that shows the first employee, Terry Adamshak, right? Now, what I'd like you to do is also like you to change the pay period on Terry's time card.